Alright, everybody, we are live. Welcome to the very first race of the third-party gaming Hustlers division for our UMP Modifieds. Right now, what you're watching is currently our qualifying session. We're currently sitting in with the number 26 car. I believe that is Matt Fletchel. I do apologize about kind of the lack of overlays and everything on the broadcast. I have probably the worst headache I've had in a while. I'm not feeling the best, so it's going to be kind of short and sweet from me on the dialogue tonight. But we can go ahead and kind of take a look at this year's drivers for Season 5, go over everybody, kind of go over their sponsors as well, and see where everybody's going to start for this qualifying session. Go ahead and take a look here as we sit in with Joseph Grandy. He's currently sitting in quick time right now. I believe at the 15.9.8 he's sitting with. Joseph Grandy in that 518. It looks like his sponsors, he's going to be sponsored by Cadillac Recovery, Elite Performance, EPI, and as well as Mad Rabbit. Let's go ahead and take a look at one of the other cars on the track. It's pretty much take your pick at this point. Here is going to be Charles New, third in the number 21 car. I know it says 9 on the overlay, but it's going to be the number 21 car. Charles New, the third, is going to be sponsored by Vanderpool Racing, Fire Department Coffee, and as well as Bender Designs. Oh my gosh, excuse me. Another car we're going to take a look at is the number 7 of Tate and Sander. Does look like Tate and Sander is sponsored by Nitro Sim Sports, TSR Designs, and Sandman Cinematography. And the number 3C of Ty Williams as he's making his qualifying laps right now, sitting in the 7th position, about a 10th off the leader. Ty Williams is going to be sponsored by Williams Seal Coating, Vanderpool Racing, as well as Charles New and Bender Designs. It looks like we're sitting in with the number 96 car. I believe that is Daniel Brady. Daniel Brady is going to be sponsored by Fusion Sim Sports, All Out Graphics, and Stevens Gaines Consulting. Like I said, I've tried to go over everybody the best I can. I just have a splitting headache, but I'll go ahead and get one more driver. It looks like we're sitting in with Grady Earnham in the number 14 machine. It looks like he just finished qualifying, sitting in the 10th position. About 10th, maybe almost 2/10 of a second behind our leader. We got a very close pace at this point is what it looks like. Everybody's about 1 to 2 seconds off. Stephen Gaines is going to be sitting as your pole sitter right now, with James Murphy right on his tail and Colton Zimmer, your last year's champion, right behind him. We'll go ahead and take a minor break as we sit here and wait. We'll go ahead and go over a couple of the sponsors for the season. As always, 3PG sponsoring the broadcast and sponsoring the season. Everything we do can't be done without them. In that same token, Bender Designs. Bender Designs has been with us for the past 3 to 4 seasons, and honestly, everything they do, down from graphics, designs, and everything from Max helping out with race control and running the league, everything couldn't be done without him as well. And HRI, Hearts Racing Innovations, definitely appreciate the help and sponsorships, and as well as all the trophy making there as well. We get trophies made for all the top 3 finishers for the league. As we sit here and get ready, I believe we're going to have about a minute before the cars go out onto the track, so we'll sit here and patiently wait for them to go out into our first heat of our season. As far as the heat format, 24 will advance to the feature. I believe there's only 24 who were invited and showed up. 3 people elected not to run this season that were invited, so it dropped it down to 24. So everybody should make the feature. We shouldn't really have any issues there. But we'll go ahead and see where everybody lines up. During our warm-up, we will do a 4-wide salute as well. And after that, we'll go ahead and get ready to get into a 50-lap feature. As we sit, excuse me, as we sit here and wait, all our overlays will not unfortunately update until we get a lap done for the race. We do appreciate everything we get from sim racing apps because a lot of these overlays are expensive, and if anybody ever wants to use them for free, check out their website. But we'll sit here and go over a couple of our leaders. Starting out with our pole sitter, it's going to be the number 16 car of Stephen Gaines. You get a better view for everybody. Sitting in second place is going to be the 518 of Joseph Grandy. Sitting in third is going to be the number 99 of Tristan Sykes. Sitting in fourth is going to be the number 43 of, I believe that is Joseph Martin. And I'll have to wait for, oh, here it is, the number 96 of Daniel Brady will be sitting on the outside of him. Oh, I tried to guess who the last car of the field was, completely messed it up, so we'll go ahead and get back up with our leader, Stephen Gaines, as he gets ready to take us into the very first lap of Season 5. I don't know about you guys, I'm just as excited as every one of these drivers. We've been off for about 4 months, we're ready to get back to racing. We had a great end of the season last year, and we're trying to take it, all that momentum right where we left off. And here we go. Stephen Gaines is going to take him down to the green flag this time around. He's going to lead him into turn 1. Joseph Grandy's going to be sitting behind him, trying to make the low line work. Tristan Sykes is doing everything he can to try to come around on the outside. Stephen Gaines in the 16 car is your first person to lead a lap this whole season. Again, I apologize for my words getting twisted and the lack of broadcasting intelligence tonight. I am not feeling the best and my head is pounding, but we're going to make it through, just like Stephen Gaines is making it through, leading 3 laps of 8, getting ready to lead halfway through, to be about 5 to 6 tenths ahead of Jason Martin. Go ahead and take a look at this battle for second we got going on between Jason Martin and Tristan Sykes. Jason Martin had a very bad, not a very bad, but kind of a rough recruitment race. He was kind of finished short in the back. We were wondering if we should give him the invite, shouldn't we? And look at him, already in second place. He's already starting to make a push, trying to catch up to Stephen Gaines. I think he started in second or third, so he's trying to see what he can do to make up and really make up some positions going into the very first race. This is a double points night as well. I don't know if I mentioned that to anybody or not. So with this only being a 5-week season before playoff, every point's going to matter, whether it comes to qualifying, heats, or the feature. So we're 3 laps to go going into our very first heat. Stephen Gaines is still going to be your leader as he's going around on turn 3 and 4, or turn 1 and 2. That's going to be Stephen Gaines in first, Jason Martin in second, Tristan Sykes coming around on the outside in third place, trying to battle for the second place line. Sitting in 4th place, I believe, is going to be your first recruitment race winner, Joseph Grandy. Stephen Gaines, Tristan Sykes, Jason Martin, Joseph Grandy, Grady Earnham, Landon McClue, Daniel Brady is going to round out your 7 for that first heat as we get ready to go into heat number 2. We're having technical difficulties at the moment, working on getting the camera angle to one of these cars. There we go. As we wait for the overlay to catch up, like I said, it usually takes a lap. We'll go ahead and get over the cars I recognize. Starting in our pole position for heat number 2 is going to be the number 65 car of James Murphy. Outside pole is going to be the number 13 car of Mitchell Clark. Starting second row inside is going to be the number 3 car of Ty Williams. We'll go ahead and get everybody caught back up once we get back on the green. Pace truck is staying on. We will be going 1 to green this time by. Landon, you said your PC went black. What happened? See if you can get back in. You should still be able to get in for the feature. Everybody joining, I just want to say welcome. Anybody want to try to support us, we don't ask for any donations or anything like that. We just appreciate the follow. If you ever want to check out any of our races, go ahead and join the Discord. We do multiple free hosted sessions as well, on top of the Invitational League that we're doing tonight. But enough about that. James Murphy's bringing them around, and we're going green flag racing.
Green.
Oh, we're almost 3 wide on exit. Ty Williams on the bottom. I believe it's Mitchell Clark on the outside, but James Murphy's going to lead him into turn 3. He's coming inside. Ooh, I thought he was going to finish with the slider. Mitchell Clark is going to lead that first lap. I see a lot of love for Tate and Sander in that number 7 car. Let's take a look at him right now. Pretty much 1st through 6 is bunched up. Everybody's about probably 3 to 6/10 of a second back. Ty Williams on that outside line. You see him 5th place in number 3. Laps of 8 complete to this point. Mitchell Clark and James Murphy are doing everything they can to try to separate themselves from that back half. It's starting to look like some single file line racing, and as soon as I say that, James Murphy's working his way on the bottom. He takes the lead on that lap, I believe. We got a two-way car for first, or two-way battle for first, and a two-way battle for fourth going on as Ty Williams throws the slider to get around Matt Fletchell on the inside of turn 4. Matt Fletchell trying to return the favor, but he's not able to do so. Ty Williams starting to pull away a little bit, and that battle for first is still going on between Mitchell Clark and James Murphy with 2 to go. To the white flag, will stay locked into the 65 of James Murphy. Is he going to have anything from Michael Clark? I've been saying Mitchell Clark. I apologize. I'm feeling like shit. I'm sorry. Let me know after. But is Michael Clark going to get it done? The number 13 car, he gets a good turn, good exit on turn 4. He's going to be your winner, I believe, heat number 2. James Murphy's going to finish second. Tayton Sander, a lot of love from him in the chat. He's going to make his way up to third to round out your podium. Ty Williams in the number 3 will be your 4th place finisher, and Matt Fletcher will round out your top 5. We appreciate the love, Brady. We try to do everything we can, and we're only going to get better, that's for sure. Alright, here we go. Let's get ready for race number 3. We'll go ahead and go over a couple of the cars I'm seeing right now. Starting on the pole position for heat number 3, last year's champion, your defending champion for, I believe, 2 divisions actually, late models and UMPs, the number 20 car, Colton Zimmer. Sitting in that 2nd place position is going to be another 3PG newcomer, the number 33 car, Dustin Price. Sitting in 3rd place is going to be a 3PG veteran at this point. I believe he was the runner-up in Season 3 for late models, the number 37, Brandon Marlowe. Another 3PG veteran and top 10 finisher in the past 2 seasons, the number 51, Jacob Lassiter. Sorry, I couldn't see the back, unfortunately. I do know rounding out toward the back is going to be the number 18 car of Dylan Patterson. And the car I missed, I will go ahead and catch up to you whenever the overlay catches up for the lap, as Colton Zimmer gets ready to bring him around for the very first race of lap of Heat 3. Yeah, I agree with you. UMPs are fun. They're free. Everybody gets a chance to run them. And honestly, like I said, even for this invitational league, you don't got to be the fastest. But as long as you're willing to learn and you can hold the car, we're willing to have you because we want to have good racing like we've had tonight. And Colton Zimmer brings him around. Colton Zimmer's going to lead him on the front stretch as we go green. Where does he run it? He's going to run that middle of the high line. It's been fast all night. I've seen a couple cars make the inside line work. Michael Clark ended up making it work to get around James Murphy to start last heat. Colton Zimmer's into the wall. Dustin Price is going to lead him around the heat or lap number 1. A lot of battling going on for that 3rd place spot. You almost got a 3-way battle going on for 3rd between Brandon Marlowe, Tyler Bigford, and Dylan Patterson. 4-way battle with Jacob Lassiter, 2 involved as well. Colton Zimmer trying to make that inside line work, trying to get around the number 33 car, Dustin Price. Turn 2, or turn 4, I mean, I can't get a turn correctly. You can tell I'm messed up. Dustin Price is returning the favor, trying to come around in that lead position. Colton Zimmer gives him a bump, they touch, he goes low, he's going to lead him out of turn 4. By Colton Zimmer's trying to throw the sliders. You're going to be able to get around. They don't touch. Dustin Price is going around on the outside. He's going to hug the bottom, and I believe Dustin Price is going to be your Heat 3 winner. Colton Zimmer is going to round out 2nd. Brandon Marlowe will be in your 3rd position. Of course, there'll be or Dylan Patterson and Jacob Lassiter, then Tyler Bigford. What a finish. At this point, we will get ready for our warm-up. During our warm-up, as always, as 3PG tradition, we'll be doing our 4-wide salute. We'll give all the cars to get a chance to get out here and get lined up for that. On contrary, the 4-wide salute may have been cancelled. Which, if that's the case, that's not a problem. Like I said, I am not feeling the best. So we always do a 3-minute warm-up, so we'll give the drivers a chance, especially who hasn't driven it since Session 1, feel the track, see how everything's running, adjust your setups, and we will get ready for a double lap feature. Holy crap. What a wreck. I think they all remember the 4-wide salute about a minute and a half, 2 minutes too early. I do appreciate the enthusiasm they're rushing into it. You know, they tried. In 3PG fashion, we fucked it up. We can't even get this figured out. But in short, that is a beautiful looking 4-wide formation presented by Third Party Gaming, Bender Designs, and Hearts Racing Innovations. Alright, as we get ready to go for our feature on our very first race of Season 5 for the Third Party Gaming Hustlers Division, the UMP Modifieds. Starting on our pole is going to be the number 16 car of Stephen Gaines. Starting outside pole is going to be the number 13 car of Michael Clark. Second row inside is going to be the number 33 car of Dustin Price. Second row outside is going to be the number 99 car of Tristan Sykes. Third row inside is going to be the number 65 of James Murphy. Third row outside is going to be the number 20 of Colton Zimmer. Fourth row inside is going to be the number 43 car of Jason Morton. Fourth row outside is going to be the number 7 car of Tate and Sander. Fifth row inside is going to be the number 37 car of Brandon Marlowe. And rounding out your top 10 is going to be the number 518 of Joseph Grandy. Sitting in 11th is going to be the number 3 car of Ty Williams. Sitting in 12th is going to be the number 18 of Dylan Patterson. Sitting in 13th is going to be the number 43 of Grady Earnham. Sitting in 14th will be the number 26 of Mitchell Clark. 15th will be Jacob Lassiter. 16th will be Landon McLeod. I think 17th was Charles New III. 18th Tyler Bigford. 19th Daniel Brady. And 20th will be Tate Wall. And the bottom 4 you see there is going to be your race control. So we'll get ready to bring them around as Stephen Gaines brings them around. Very first feature of the season. Here we go.
Green, green, green.
Stephen Gaines is going to lead them around. Michael Clark is doing what he can on the outside, and Dustin Price is trying to make up as much ground as he can as the fireworks of Eldora go around on the backstretch. Lap number 1, here we are. Take a look at that view coming out of the turn 4. There's nothing better than any UMPs at Eldora. Hell of a battle we got going on in the front right now between Michael Clark and Stephen Gaines. Michael Clark really able to make that inside line work as Stephen Gaines is trying to do everything he can to get around him on the outside. Sitting in 3rd place is going to be Dustin Price, your 3rd heat race winner. 3 wide racing going around for first place. James Murphy trying to do what he can to that number 65 car, making his way around and forward. Colton Zimmer sitting in that top 5 trying to make his way around on the outside. Looks like mid to high line is the place to be right now as Stephen Gaines and Dustin Price. As our very first caution of the season comes out, very first caution of the season. I see a 33, I think it was a 90 car. I'm not sure who it was. There we go. Here's somebody who was involved. This is a view of Daniel Brady. Looks like that is Dylan Patterson. And oh, we got a bunch of cars involved. Holy crap. Let's go ahead and take a view. We'll go ahead and take a far chase view from Daniel Brady. Holy crap, it looks like it's happening all the way up there in the front. Looks like Ty Williams might be involved in the car that's in front of him. Let's see what happened here. We'll take a slow-mo view. A little bit of contact coming out of the inside of turn 4 as well. They're able to get it saved. Looks like Ty Williams and the car in front of him get contact. He spun around, and that's what starts the first caution of the season. Multiple cars involved. Dylan Patterson, it looks like. I think that is not Michael Clark. I think it was Mitchell involved in that as well. And the 26, Daniel Brady's involved. Very big caution to start the night. We'll go ahead and get caught back up to our live view. Sitting in first place still is going to be the number 16 car, Stephen Gaines. Been a battle back and forth between him and Michael Clark, but it looks like Dustin Price was able to potentially take advantage and take over that 2nd place position. For all the cars involved in that wreck, we do one fast repair. One fast repair is available for use whenever you can get to the pit. Other than that, you usually get a few laps because race control will be making their call on each caution, and during that time you can repair your car as needed. Caution laps do not count. As we sit here 6 laps in of our 50-lap feature. Who do you guys think is going to win? Go ahead and put it in the chat. Go ahead and let us know who you think, as we are 1 to green this time by. As you're going to watch everybody get caught up rounds. Hopefully there's no contact as we get ready to go green. There is your leader right now, Stephen Gaines, in the number 16 machine as he gets ready to bring him around turn 2. Let's go ahead. I'm not going to say a word. Let's watch a beautiful view of 20 plus UMP modifieds coming around Eldora as fast as they can. Here we go.
Green flag, green flag.
Laps into our 50 lap feature. Stephen Gaines is still going to be our leader. Multiple positions being fought for from pretty much front to back. Your first 5 would be single file, but it seems to double up from there on back. Dustin Price is going to win. I think he's got a damn good shot. He's about 2/10 of a second back. I don't know. My pick's going to be Stephen Gaines. He's been the very good car start to finish. He won one of the recruitment races. Can't count out anybody in that top 5. Back up at the spotters booth as they get ready to go into turn 3 and 4 right now. Still going to be 2x2 is Stephen Gaines and Dustin Price. Stephen Gaines is still going to lead that lap. 15 laps at 50 done. We're just a little over 25% of the way there. Your first 4 you see in the line, Stephen Gaines, Dylan Price, Michael Clark, and Colton Zimmer doing everything they can to get away. Joseph Brandy starting in 5th place. I believe he was in 10th before. Might be sitting at your hard charger as of right now. As we got our second yellow flag of the night. Looks like the 37 potentially might be involved. Let's take a look at what happened here. Go ahead and do a half speed and see what happened. Looks like the number 37 of Brandon Marlowe and the number 43 of Don Martin, or Martin ends up making contact, and with Brandon Marlowe getting into the outside wall, I believe he got stopped, and that's what ended up causing that caution. So we'll go ahead and get lined back up. 14 laps of 50 complete to get ready to finish up for our 50 lap feature. Positions for your top 3 are going to remain the same. Sitting in first place will still be the number 16 of Stephen Gaines. Number 33 at Dustin Price will be sitting in second, and the 13 of Michael Clark will be rounding out your podium as of right now. By Stephen brings him around to turn 2. Dustin's going to see what he can do to make the outside line work. You got Michael Clark on the second row inside.
Hang on, we're not going green.
Looks like we are not going green this time by. Race control pulled it for some reason. We are not going green, so we'll probably be going green just the next time by. Usually with a wait this long or a delay this long, I believe Race Control has found something they specifically want to review to make sure if anybody is administered a penalty, they can get everything taken care of. Oh, and the choose car is there right now. I completely forgot about the choose car. I apologize. The choose car here, as you guys can see, Max Bender and the 3PG machine. Let's go ahead and get that rewinded back so everybody can see real quick. So with the choose car, everybody will get to pick if they want to go the inside or outside line. As you can see, Steven goes inside, Dustin goes outside, Michael inside, Colton outside. There's a lot of cars to pick out outside, and as they do it, you see the 65 of James Murphy makes his way inside. I completely forgot about that, guys. Like I said, I'm feeling like shit. As you can see, I forgot about everything today. Let's go ahead and get caught back up as we get ready to go green, as Steven Gaines is still going to lead him around on that inside line. Stretch into turn 1. Dustin Price is going to be sitting there. Red number 20 on the outside line, trying to take over third with Michael Clark. A little bit of bumping going on in the back. Let's see if everybody's able to make it through. Go ahead and pull out a bigger camera. First and second sitting in single file, but third place has got a heck of a battle between Colton Zimmer and Michael Clark. Sitting in fourth place is still going to, or fifth place is going to be Joseph Grandy, and sixth is going to be James Murphy. Michael Clark starting to fall back a little bit, it looks like. I believe he's falling back to that sixth position. Third is going to be taken by Colton Zimmer. Fourth is Joseph Grandy. Fifth is James Murphy. More racing going on in the back, so we got 3-4 wide, 3-4 wide, and we got a caution. We got our third caution of the night. Looks like it's going to be potentially on the 15 of Tate Wall. Let's go ahead and take a look at what happened here. Looks like Tate Wall and Dylan Patterson potentially might have got into each other. Let's go ahead and... Oh, holy Lord. Oh my God. Alright, there we go. I was trying to do half speed. Looks like Ty Williams ended up getting into the wall as well. Tate Wall ends up getting into the 18 of Dylan Patterson, it looks like. During that, Dylan Patterson comes down, ends up hitting the right rear, and that's all she wrote on that one, folks. Go ahead and get caught back up with our leader, the 16 car, Steven Gaines. We were doing pretty good at the beginning of that, but it seems like we've had a couple cautions in a row. Usually whenever we have a couple cautions and cannot get a few laps in, they will not do the choose car back to back. So they'll go ahead and line up as iRacing states it and get ready to go green flag after Race Control makes their call. Again, just want to thank everybody who's just been hanging out, sitting in the live, who's liked it, anything like that, any follows that came in. Just want to say I, myself, and Third Party Gaming greatly appreciates all the support. One lap to green this time by. Let's go ahead and take a look at a steering wheel view from our... Go ahead and take a look at the number 20 car of Colton Zimmer. Let's watch him bring him around and get ready to go into turn 3 and 4. Your leader right in front of him is going to be the number 16 car of Steven Gaines, and sitting on that outside line will be the number 33 of Dustin Price. Green flag racing, we are 19 of 20, or 19 laps in of 50 lap. God, I can't talk today. I'm sorry. 19 laps in of our 50 lap feature today for the third party gaming 3PG Hustlers UMP division. Steven Gaines is still going to be your leader 20 laps in. Looks like Colton Zimmer's going to fall back and forth, and the 518 of Joseph Brandy is going to make it around him on the outside line. Single file racing first through 7th. Steven Gaines all the way down there. Fifth place is separated by about 6-7 tenths of a second. A lot of battling going on for that third, fourth, fifth place position between Joseph Brandy, Michael Clark, and Colton Zimmer. Colton Zimmer going back a little bit as 2x2 battles for first, third, and fifth. A lot of hard racing going on, but the track is going to start slicking off as well. As you can see, it's starting to get a little bit kind of that darker glossy color, and it's, you know, starting to slick off. It almost feels like asphalt track out there. Everybody's starting to spin their tires. Looks like the number 15 car is involved in that accident, and we will take a look at what happened there. I don't know if he is blinking a lot or what necessarily, but from what I can see, the number 33, is that who that was? Is that the number 33 of Dustin Price? No, it's not him. I don't know who that was necessarily, but unfortunately they were blinking so bad that I couldn't even catch them on that caution, unfortunately. So we'll go ahead and get loaded back up as we get ready to go racing. I don't know where my audio has went for everything. I apologize for that. I'm going to try to fix that right now. Not really sure where the audio went on that one, but we'll have to go ahead and get that figured out later on, unfortunately. So I apologize for the lack of audio, other than for what's going on the stream, or on the myself on the broadcast. Still sitting in first place is going to be the 16 car of Steven Gaines. Sitting in second is going to be the number 33 of Dustin Price. And sitting in that third place position is going to be the 518 of Joseph Randy. Oh, we're still on the half speed. Oh my gosh, that's what was going on with the audio. Holy shit, you can tell I'm sick and don't know what the hell's going on. We go ahead and get caught back up with our leaders. Yellow flag is out. That's going to be another caution. Looks like the number 37 car, Brandon Marlowe, was involved. Let's go ahead and see what happened there. Yeah, it looks like from what we can see there, it was almost like an accordion effect. It looks like multiple cars ended up kind of making contact with each other on that outside line going into turn 3. One car led to contacting another, led to another, which led to that spin out, and those cars making contact coming out on the outside of turn 4. Holy crap, that was because of the overlay. I can't believe I was messing with my audio and I thought it was broke. Holy crap, guys, you gotta tell me. We are 25 laps in. We are officially halfway through our very first race of the season. Actually only sitting an hour in since we started the session. Genuinely not doing that bad. Knock on wood. Hope we didn't just jinx it for everybody. But Stephen Gaines is still going to be your leader. Dustin Price is second. Michael Clark rounding out your top 3. Joseph Grandy's been fighting this whole time in that 518. Made his way to the 4th place position. And Tristan Sykes is going to round out your top 5. Colton Zimmer is going to be sitting in 6th place, with Grady Earnham sitting in the 7th, and James Murphy sitting in that 8th position. Daniel Brady will be in 9th place, and rounding out your top 10 will be Tyler Bickford. One to green this time by. This is still anybody's race. Who's going to win it? Track is starting to get pretty slick at this point. Halfway through, who's going to race it better in the end? Stephen Gaines leads around the front stretch of the green flag. That is almost 4 or 5 wide going down the exit of turn 2 for second. Michael Clark in that 13 is trying to see what he can do on the inside, but Dustin Price, I think, is going to hold position on second. Battle we got going on for 4th right now. 3 wide. Joseph Grandy, Colton Zimmer, touch. That's going to be your caution. Well, we watch that one, so that's going to be real easy to go back to. Looks like that's going to be what ended up happening in the 518. When that contact was made, it looks like he just kind of spun around like a top. Literally spun around like a top. Took out a couple other cars with him. Unfortunately, Ty Williams, it looks like in the 3C. Another car behind him, it looks like was caught up. So we are 22 laps to go. Dustin Price, it looks like, is going to be your leader. He was able to get around Stephen Gaines before that caution came out. Lap to green this time by the 33 car. Dustin Price is still going to be your leader, or going to be your new leader, I mean. Stephen Gaines in the 16th, still going to be sitting in second. Michael Clark in third, and Colton Zimmer rounding out your top four. James Murphy in fifth, and I believe it is Grady Earnham in sixth.
Green flag, green flag.
Price is going to lead him around. You're almost 3 wide racing going on for second right now. 3-4 wide going in the backstretch, going into turn 3. Michael Clark, and it's going to be in the middle. James Murphy on the bottom side. Colton Zimmer on the outside. Dustin Price is still going to lead him in turn 4. 18 laps to go. We have good racing anywhere you look, whether it's going to be toward the front or even if you go a little bit further toward the back. You got 2x2 racing going on in the back. It looks like Jacob Lassiter and Tyler Bigford, as well as Daniel Brady in front of him, and I believe it's Dylan Patterson trying to make his way into the top 10 as well. Go ahead and get caught back up with our leaders as we start getting more single file coming around. 17 laps to go for our 50 lap feature in our inaugural race of the season here at Eldora. Double points night as well. Everything's starting to space out a little bit as the track starts to get burned out at one point. Our first and 10th was only separated by about 7 tenths. And we have a caution, another caution. Not really sure what happened there. Just missed it. Oop, right back there. Ty was involved. Let's see what happened. 3-car Ty Williams, it looks like, was involved in that incident. Let's take a look at what happened. Looks like there was about a 3 to 4 car pileup involved in front of him. Joseph Grandy, Dylan Patterson, a 26 car is involved. I believe a 43 car of Jason Martin is involved with that as well. And that is going to be what brought your caution out with 15 laps to go. You're going 1 to green this time around. Like I said, 15 more laps. Everything's starting to settle down now. Who do you guys think is going to win it? Dustin Price has been leading the race as of late. Stephen Gaines led every lap up to that point till Dustin took it. And Colton Zimmer has been making his way back from the top, outside the top 5. It looks like they're not going green just yet because now that they finally got a couple laps down, they are going with the choose car. Looks like Max Bender is going to be sitting there in the choose car, and we'll see where everybody elects to go between inside and outside line. Looks like outside, multiple outside takers forces James Murphy down inside. That got a little interesting. Let's go ahead and take another look at that for everybody wondering what the heck just happened there. 4 people elected to go outside, and that forced James Murphy down. I think James Murphy's going to start 5th because of that now. One to green this time by. James Murphy is going to start, I believe, in 3rd. What's that? Yep, James Murphy is going to start in 3rd. So many cars elected to go for that outside line. Dustin Price is about to lead him around. There we go. 15 laps left of our 50-lap feature. Green flag racing. Wide racing going on right now for that 3rd place position between James Murphy, Colton Zimmer, and Grady Earnman. Starting to make his way up there to the front. Dustin Price gets into the outside wall, forces Stephen Gaines down. Stephen Gaines makes contact with Grady Earnman. Holy crap, we got a lot going on. Colton Zimmer is able to take advantage of that potentially. Slider thrown right there by Stephen Gaines on James Murphy. James Murphy able to throw a crossover and take that 3rd place spot. Ten laps to go, and Dustin Price is still going to be your leader, 0.3 of a second ahead of number 24, last year's season champion, Colton Zimmer. Yeah, Gage, it's looking like you're smoking into existence. Dustin Price is looking strong, 0.4 of a second ahead of your potential finisher right now, Colton Zimmer. Go ahead and take a look at what Colton can see. This is the distance right here between 2nd and 1st. 8 laps to go this time by. That's the distance Colton Zimmer has to make up. Yellow flag, yellow flag. That might be just what he needed. Go ahead and take a look at what happened here. Go ahead and go half speed and take a look at this. Looks like the number 37 of Brandon Marlowe and the number 40 of somebody. Sorry, their number's wrong. I can't tell what it is compared to the standings bar, but unfortunately it looks like Brendan Marlowe ended up taking the worst of that incident as he tries to get back around and get over to pit lane. Eight laps to go. Sitting in first place is still going to be Dustin Price. Dustin Price is ran in second for most of the feature, most of the beginning of the feature, I would say, actually. And about halfway through, he made his pass on Stephen Gaines, who led everything up to that point. He hasn't looked back. Colton Zimmer sitting in that second place position right now, and James Murphy sitting in third. Oh, tell me how you guys haven't seen that before. Colton Zimmer, James Murphy, that's been a rivalry going on for a season now. Love each other in real life, I'm sure, but on the track, they have had some great battles, great bumping runs, and great racing. Sitting in fourth place is going to be another newcomer like Dustin Price. It's going to be Stephen Gaines. And a third newcomer rounding out your top five is going to be Brady Ehrman. Sitting in sixth place is going to be 3PG regular Daniel Brady. Another 3PG regular is going to be sitting in seventh place, Jacob Lassiter. And in eighth place will be another newcomer, Tyler Bickford. Ninth place is going to be the number 13 car of Michael Clark. And rounding out your top 10 is going to be the 43 car of Jason Martin. Again, I just want to thank everybody for coming out, hanging out for the stream, commenting, liking, sharing, following. I greatly appreciate every one of you guys. Like I said, we are 8 laps to go. Next week and every week after that, I promise will be much more lively, much more vibrant. I just still have a pounding headache, but the great racing is making it a little bit better. Oh, one more twist. I believe that is a... Nope, choose car is... Is it coming out? I see it. It's prowling out there. Thought it was coming out. Looked like it had a shot. Don't think it's coming out. Like I said, with the choose car, we usually only will bring that out whenever we can actually get multiple laps done without a caution. It is in race control's discretion when that car is brought out as well. Also, we are making posts about it too, but 3PG is looking for race control help. We got a few hands, but with us expanding, we're going to need a little bit more help. If anybody has any questions or would like to apply to that, just go ahead and check out our Discord and DM one of the iRacing admins in there. We can talk about that later. We got 8 laps to go of our very first race of the season. Dustin Price, a newcomer, in first, and our last year's season champion, Colton Zimmer, in second. Who's going to win? There they go. Heck of a start by Dustin Price. Stephen Gaines is able to take advantage. Colton Zimmer might have been taking a nap. Unfortunately, he's trying to see what he can do to make up some ground. Colton Zimmer with the slider for the lead. He's into the wall. Can he hold it? They're 3 wide for first. Dustin Price is going to lead. He's in the middle. Sends it to the outside. He's into the wall. Colton Zimmer comes for a crossover into exit of turn 2. It looks like, unfortunately, that is going to be Colton, or multiple cars into the wall. Multiple cars into the wall. Let's go ahead and take a further look back at what we got here. This is going to be the onboard of Dustin Price. Slow it down from here. Looks like Colton Zimmer is coming in on that bottom line. He gets around. There's contact between Dustin Price and I believe that was possibly Stephen Gaines. I'm not exactly sure. Yeah, that's going to be Stephen Gaines. James Murphy, he's a little bit of contact with Gaines, gets around. Ty Williams ends up getting in the Gaines. There goes his left front as he gets around. Let's go ahead and get caught back up with our leaders. Who is able to take advantage of that one? None other than last year's season champion, Colton Zimmer. We'll take a look from the third-party gaming blimp. We paid a lot of money for this thing. It sits in the air 24/7, 365, and goes to whatever driver we want. So we take an aerial view at Colton Zimmer right now in that red and white number 20 machine. as we sit here and get ready to go 6 to go, tell me you guys haven't seen this picture before. Sitting in first place, Colton Zimmer. Sitting in second place to number 65 card, James Murphy. That was your first and second place season finishers for the UMP and late model divisions last year. Got some very tight racing going on, and I'm sure a couple of scores to settle. James Murphy, I'm sure, wants to get one back over your season champion, and tonight would be the perfect way to start out with some great momentum. Six laps to go when we go green flag racing. Who do you guys think is going to win? Who do you guys think is going to take the flag? For these features, we usually do a minute a lap, so they got 50 minutes to get this completed. We should have no problems getting that taken care of. Looks like race control is reviewing the incident right now, and we will get ready to get back to racing. Go ahead and let me know in the chat, guys, who do you think is going to win? Dustin Price has been a very popular pick, but unfortunately, Dustin Price has kind of fallen out of the, I believe, top 10. He's just getting back on the track after, unfortunately, having his car involved in that caution. One lap to green this time by. Colton Zimmer is going to be your pole sitter. James Murphy is going to be sitting on the outside line as everybody gets ready to get lined back up, going 2 by 2. With it being within 10 laps, I believe it is going to go to single file racing.
Green, green, green.
Oh my gosh, I wasn't caught up again. I am so sorry. What am I doing? It's double file racing. Here they go. You guys gotta tell me when that happens. I'm so sorry. Colton Zimmer comes around on the inside, trying to come around in turn 3. They are 3 wide. James Murphy goes to the inside of Colton Zimmer. Grady Erdman sitting in 3rd place right now in that 43. Here's a view of Colton Zimmer coming around the outside. He's going to lead that lap. James Murphy coming in on the slider though, but Colton Zimmer's going to cross over on the inside as we got 4 laps to go this time by. We got contact in the back. James Murphy, they're able to make it over. James Murphy and Daniel Brady have contact, and that causes 4 wide racing on the exit of 4. And Lassiter starting to throw his name into the mix. He's been sitting in the back. Oh, there's contact in the back. Are they able to make it? There's not. Jacob Lassiter, unfortunately, the second I talk good about him, ends up making the contact, getting into another vehicle. Don't think it was his fault. He'll have to take a look and replay that specifically. Man, what a incident. Let's go ahead and take a look right here. Looks like everything starts to get unsettled a little bit on the outside as they're taking a run into the front stretch. Jacob Lassiter gets into that inside wall. Then I think that's probably going to be what ends up happening to start that. Jacob Lassiter gets into the inside wall at turn 1, takes out his left front tire, and unfortunately every car on the outside was at his mercy. Take a look at that live real quick, and we'll get ready to get lined back up. 3 wide going on the inside. I don't know how much he could have. He could have probably went a little bit higher, of course, but man, that's just really tight racing all around. It's been a heck of a race with 3 laps to go. Colton Zimmer is going to be your first place, or sitting in first place right now with 3 laps to go. Grady Erdman is sitting in second place in that 14 machine, and James Murphy in the number 65, rounding out your podium. Jacob Lassiter is being scored as 4th, but he was involved in that caution. It looks like it's going to be Dustin Price back there, and then I think that is Daniel Brady rounding out our top 5. Yes, it is. 3 laps to go. We started this race with 20 cars. We're going to finish it with about 10. A lot of vehicles ended up starting, didn't end up finishing. We'll go ahead and see who can get it done. Our top 10 has pretty much shifted top to bottom tonight. Dustin Price and Stephen Gaines were the talk of the night for a long time. Colton Zimmer, James Murphy have been there, haven't been able to just completely finish it out until right now in that top 3. Grady Erdman was in 10th or 11th, 12th at one point. He's sitting in 2nd place. This has been a heck of a race. It's anybody's race. Who's going to get it done? We got 3 laps to do it. Here we go. Colton Zimmer's going to lead him around. Green flag racing. 2 laps to go. That's time by. Grady Ehrman sitting in 2nd and James Murphy in 3rd. They're getting a heck of a run on that outside line. James Murphy's going for 2nd already. If he wants to win this race, he's got to go right now. He's got to get around Grady, and he's got to find a way to get around Colton. Colton takes your white flag. Next flag ends this race. 3 wide racing going out of turn 2. Colton Zimmer is going to take advantage of the outside. Grady Ehrman is going to try to come around him on the outside, but he's not going to do it. They're going single file, going inside. Who's going to win it? Colton Zimmer, Grady Ehrman, James Murphy, Dustin Price, Daniel Brady's going to, or Daniel Brady will be 4th. Dustin Price will be your top 5. Stephen Gaines in 6th. Michael Clark in 7th. Jason Martin in 8th, Jacob Lassiter in 9th, and Ty Williams is going to round out your top 10. What a race. Top to bottom, phenomenal finish. Look at all this fireworks going off as we see our winner, Colton Zimmer, get ready to park it on the podium over at Eldora. Let's wait for the other 2 cars to get lined up as well. As you can see, Grady Ehrman sitting just behind him, your 2nd place finisher, and James Murphy, excuse me, sitting in 3rd. Give me 1 second, I'm going to go ahead and mute the stream for just a second as we get our top 3 finishers for a quick interview, and we'll get ready to go on to next week. Alright everybody, we are back after a phenomenal finish for our very first week of the 3PG Hustlers division for our UMP Modifieds. First place was Colton Zimmer, 2nd place was Grady Ehrman, and sitting in 3rd place we have here was our 3rd place finisher, the number 65 car, James Murphy. First off, James, hell of a race. I mean, start to finish, you finished last season in 2nd, and you came in with a strong finish already with a lot of new competition. How's it got you feeling going into the season?
I done decent. I struggled a little early in the race. I was just saving tire and I got stuck on the bottom and I fell back. I felt like last, but I don't think it was that bad. But we was able to get back up through there and have a really good race with these guys and kept my car clean and was able to hold on for third right there. I felt like I had a fast car, just couldn't make no moves in such short runs.
Yeah, I would say other than like two or three cautions kind of toward the middle, we had a couple green flag runs, and I think everybody from first through probably 12th or 13th swapped. It was a very interesting race, start to finish. Um, I know there was a lot of new guys and a lot of veterans. Do you think there's any new guys you got to worry about, or is Colton Zimmer still the main guy you're looking at? Or I know you're obviously a favorite, but is there any new guys that stuck out to you?
Oh yeah, it's, everybody with the fusion setup, Steven, Grady, Price, they all really fast and they race good. And like I said, we all had a really good race. It was a little chaotic, but it was really fun race.
Yeah, it was a good race, like I said, start to finish. Third place finish for you. You can never complain with that, especially to start the season. You got any sponsors you would like to thank tonight?
Thank y'all for everything y'all do. Talking Dirt, League of Outlaws, Dark Horse Speed Shop, and just like I said, for y'all for putting everything on.
Perfect, and we appreciate you as well. Go ahead and get you moved back down to your chat. That's going to be James Murphy, everybody. As far as for Colton Zimmer and Grady Ernman, I tagged them as far as to get ready for our interview if they would like. Looks like they have elected to decline the interview for tonight, so we'll go ahead and just get ready to go over what's going on from here. 7 days from today, we got week 2 of the third party gaming hustlers division for the UMP Modifieds. Let me go ahead and take a look at where we're at for week number 2. Looks like we're going to be at Lernerville for a 30 lap showdown starting on, like I said, the 19th at 10 p.m. Eastern. Can't wait to see everybody there, and we'll go ahead and get points posted here shortly for everybody still watching. We'll get the broadcast uploaded to YouTube, and I want to thank everybody for coming out tonight. Good night.